Hey ladies, today I'm going to show you that technique I was talking to you about using the BB Flawless and the mineral loose powder. I'm going to use a foundation brush and I'm going to use a beauty blender. Now I'm going to tell you the truth, Unique sells these. They're expensive. So I want you to go grab one of these at Walmart or the drugstore or Ulta or whatever. But you're going to want one of these. For everyone who has ever complimented me on my beautiful skin, I want you to see what I got to work with here. I got blemishes that I have picked at. I've got dark circles under my eyes. Lovely. I've got lots of red in my skin. It's just there. It's there all the time. Now the light kind of exacerbates it in this bathroom, but seriously, I've got a lot of red in my skin. So I am not working with flawless skin. I have good makeup that I have learned to apply, and I want to help you do the very same thing. And that's why I want to show you this technique, especially in the winter when skin is dry. I have really experienced some flakiness, especially on my cheeks and right up here. These are my favorite places to go super dry. And so during that time, I really like to add some extra moisture, and the easiest way for me to do that is with a BB cream. But my problem is I don't feel like I get the same coverage. So I've found out about this technique, and they call it, it's goofy, they call it a BB Brew. But what you do is you take the BB cream and you put it in the lid of your powder. And I'm just going to put, I'm about out. I'm going to sorry for the rude noises. It really is my BB cream. I'm going to put some in the lid of my powder. And then I'm just going to shake out a little bit of powder on top of that BB cream. And you can kind of eyeball it and decide what you think is appropriate. I don't like to put a ton, but I want to make it a little bit thicker. That's the whole point. So I'm just going to mix it up with the back end of the brush. And what it does is it thickens the BB cream. And I'm going to use this as all one step. I'm not going to powder afterwards. So I'm just going to put this on with the brush. And I'm just going to paint it on. I mean, like I had a roller. There is nothing fine art going on here. I'm just slapping it on like I was painting a wall. Okay. And what I'm going to do is kind of let it settle and heat up a bit with my skin, with the heat from my skin, because that's going to help it blend a little better. So again, there is nothing precision about this. I'm not trying to get it on evenly per se. I'm just trying to get some foundation on my face. And I don't worry too much about going all the way up to the hairline because I have bangs. It's going to get covered up. I'm going to get a haircut today. I'm so tired of looking all shaggy. But you know, with the holidays, it's kind of hard to squeeze stuff like that in, you know, when you need it. So I have just slapped this on. And to save time, I like to make makeup as easy as possible because I'm putting this stuff on in the morning, okay? And I am not one of those fully assembled morning people who wakes up singing with the bluebirds. I am one of those, I'm late, kind of people. So I'm going to grab a concealer. I'm going to put a tiny bit on my finger, and I mean a tiny bit. I'm just going to rub that around a little bit. I'm going to just kind of put some fingerprints of it on my face. I know that's not the triangle or anything. It's okay. We're going to blend in a second. And these are the places I kind of like to highlight, so I just use my leftover concealer to do that. Okay. I know it's not a vision of loveliness, but you know, you do what you can. Now, I have already gotten this wet. I've squeezed out the excess water. And all you're going to do, this is so easy, it's so fast. You're just going to bounce and pat. And that's all you're going to do to blend. And I like to take it down because you can see there's some redness down here. So I'm going to take some of that extra makeup that I am smoothing out around here, and I'm just going to kind of cover up some of that red. Bounce and pat. Bounce and pat. I mean, could this be any easier, any faster? I don't think so. I mean, and the nice thing about it is that especially for somebody with, you know, some dryness in her skin, I don't want to look old. I don't want to look tired. I don't want those little flakes to show. And this is both masking the problem and solving the problem, because I'm getting that good moisture from that BB cream in there. But I'm also covering up those problem spots. Okay, bounce and blend, bounce and blend. I'm going to look in my mirror for a sec because it's really hard for me to see. I got pretty good coverage here. Okay. And the bouncing and the blending, all that's doing is kind of removing a little bit of excess oil, but it's still leaving that moisture on my skin so that I get a nice glowy touch. Now over the course of the day, that moisture is going to be absorbed by my skin, and I'm just going to get a nice coverage. Now, I know you can still see that, so all I'm going to do is just use my brush, do a little bit of pat right there to cover up that one little spot. I'm going to give it a sec, and then I'm going to bounce and blend, and I can keep doing that until I feel like I have the coverage that I want and need. But look, that's just, it looks really soft, really natural, really conditioned. I'm not going to put the powder on because I don't want the flakiness. I don't want to show, I don't want my lines to look more pronounced. But I just get a nice, dewy, glowy finish. It's not super heavy. It just feels like I have a moisturizer on, because I do. And then I'll just throw on some blush, some eyeshadow liner, you know, the usual. I'm going to get a haircut, so really I'm probably going to go really light. I'm just going to do the gloss and create some cheekbones, maybe draw on a brow or two, and I'm good to go. But I really, I mean, I love, you guys know I love that liquid to powder foundation. But this technique is one that I've been using every day since I tried it, especially during the winter months. I'm really liking the look of this, and I'm liking how long it stays put. This makeup is making it till night, and so I've been really pleased with the coverage, the finish, and how it feels on my skin. It's really helping me not feel so dry and flaky. So if you would like to check out some of these products, just let me know. I'm happy to help you choose some colors. Please remember that anything you get from me comes with a love it guarantee. If you don't love the color or the formula, if you feel like this just isn't for you, then all you have to do is let me know, and we're going to take care of it with our love it guarantee. But I'm telling you, you're going to love it as much as I do. Thanks a bunch, and you have a lash-tastic day.